In this example for an inscribed angle, notice that they have given us this particular arc right here, right? This angle. So the measure of this angle right here is actually 120 degrees. So basically this is like an inscribed arc. Imagine it as an inscribed arc here. And we don't know what the measure is over here, right? And with this inscribed angle, we really need to know what this side is. I'm going to put a question mark there. But they don't tell us. But since they've given us the measure of this part of the arc, you can consider that this line passes through the center of this circle, which means it's a diameter. And therefore, I could just completely look at this as a semicircle or half a circle. And remember that if we're doing half a circle, it's going to be equal to half of 360 degrees, which is 180. Another way you can look at it as, imagine this is a straight angle like we did earlier in the year. That means from this point all the way around back to the other point right here is 180 degrees. So I'm just going to show you. So this whole thing, if I start from here and I go all the way around and to this point right here, and it was an angle, that would be an angle of 180 degrees. Now you know that this section of the angle right here is 120. So what you can do is you can take 180, which is half of the circle, and subtract 120. And that'll tell us what this measure is right here that's missing. So 180 minus 120, that's going to leave me with 60 degrees. So I know that this is 60 degrees. So the measure of this inscribed arc is 60 degrees. And now that I know that, we can go ahead and find this inscribed angle. So what I'm going to do is, I know that this measure of the inscribed arc is always twice as much as the inscribed angle. So I'm going to do 2 times x, or I could have just wrote 2x, is equal to 60 degrees. And then I'll just go ahead and divide out my 2 on both sides. You could also look at this as multiplying by 1/2. And I have x is equal to 30 degrees. So once you know to go ahead and consider this whole angle, that's 180 degrees, and subtract 120 from it, it's very easy to find this answer, right? But if you didn't consider that, to look at this as a half a circle, you wouldn't have known to make that subtraction.